If you've ever wanted to get into calisthenics but had no idea on how to get started, I guarantee if you watch this video to the end, you understand everything you need to know to get going, and I'll even provide you with a free workout program to follow that can be found and downloaded from you know where. There are many different disciplines when it comes to calisthenics, but for the purpose of this video, I'll keep it related to the main elements being weighted calisthenics, statics, and hand balancing, although that can sort of fall under the statics category. Stage 1 will be focusing on the fundamentals. Your aim should be to achieve 10 pull-ups, 20 dips, 30 push-ups, and 30 squats. These are the foundations of calisthenics and are extremely important to accomplish before moving on, and these numbers are what I think are solid milestones to achieve before having mastered the basics. If you can't perform regular push-ups, then you can start with regressions such as knee push-ups and incline push-ups. For dips, place a band around the handles and place your feet on them to perform assisted dips. You can start with heavier bands and then use thinner bands as you get stronger. For chin-ups and pull-ups, this method applies the same way, starting with heavier bands and gradually reducing the thickness of the bands as you get stronger. I have made a separate tutorial for each individual skill which you can find on my fundamental skill tutorials playlist on my channel that will cover these in more detail. Stage 2 is about working on progressions to these basics. For example, for pull-ups you can progress into wide pull-ups or even L-sit pull-ups. And for push-ups, you can progress into decline push-ups and eventually thumb push-ups, etc. There are countless exercises to choose from. You can keep gradually increasing the difficulty by building up to new variations. Think of it as a game, constantly leveling up your progressions from one to the next, acquiring more skills to your belt. Another way to improve upon these main exercises is to add weight. This is where we enter stage 2B, weighted calisthenics. I like to follow a 5x5 method with strength training. This will later change throughout my periodization program, but for now we'll talk about this. Essentially, performing 5 sets of 5 reps for your working sets, with at least 2 warm-up sets, priming your muscles before the main lifts. There are a few ways to structure this, but a simple way to go about this is starting with a set of bodyweight reps to get a feel for the movement, and your subsequent set will be the same number of reps as your working set, but half of the weight. Then comes in your working sets, being the 5 sets of 5 reps. Now a cooldown is optional, and it's just the inverse of a warm-up. Weighted calisthenics is by far one of the best ways to combine strength training and muscle building simultaneously. If you can pull up plus 50% of your body weight for reps, then there is no way you won't have a developed back. So prioritize building strength, and the body will be built as a byproduct. Stage 3 is now incorporating more strength work to learn some beginner calisthenics skills. The main ones I recommend beginning with will be the muscle-up and the handstand. The muscle-up is best learned when using a band, following the same method as the pull-up and dip, changing band levels as you get stronger. And for a handstand, it's best learned using a wall. Again, I've made in-depth tutorials for both of these skills and various others, which you can find in their respective playlists. Even these skills can be further progressed into, for example, the weighted muscle-up, as well as the handstand push-up. A push-pull legs workout split is a great way to start. The free 2-week plan that I've created goes through this exactly, so don't forget to download that. This can be found in my bio link tree. Calisthenics is a never-ending journey of progress and unlocking new achievements, so stay consistent and enjoy the process. You can join my Calisthenics Skool community, where you'll gain access to all of my programs and 24/7 coaching from myself. If this sounds interesting, then you can find that in the first link, also in the bio link tree. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments or reach out to me on Instagram.